Here's PBD's POV on Palantir.
All of a sudden, while this is going on, you know, a lot of people are not comfortable with Palantir. So a lot of people are wondering, they're saying, okay, let's see what's going to happen here. So, Laura Loomer comes out and tweets about Palantir, and she says, maybe
Laura
this
Loomer.
is time.
Weird. Since when are we quote tweeting Laura Loomer?
I think time to deploy Palantir tech to LA to deal with the illegals. You know you'd love to see it. You're lying if you wouldn't.
That's
now,
a weird...
what is Palantir? Why don't we go there? What is Palantir? For some of you that don't know, the history of Palantir is very, very spooky, is what it is, okay? President Trump executive order to enable federal agency data exchange relies on Palantir technology, co-founded by billionaire investor Republican mega donor Peter Thiel, with New York Times reporting the Trump administration aims to eliminate information silos and streamline data collection across agencies to increase government efficiencies and save hard-earned taxpayer dollar.
Little boring so far on the intro.
Government agencies, tech billionaire Elon Musk. Tom, tell me if...
Okay, we know what it is.
Bunch of tools.
Oh, let's listen to this guy. This guy's entertaining.
The tool, like Excel, allows you to take a whole bunch of data and to dive into that data and figure out things. So that's what Palantir does.
Okay, thanks. They also structure the data more appropriately to make it easier for AI to understand it. It's a great way to sort of, like back in the day, it was basically just a big data aggregator. So in other words, if you have information like you're a Jamba Juice and you have information on weather, seasonal trends, seasonal sales, inventory trends, employee staffing information, events going on in your neighborhood, like church events, school events, blah, blah, blah. The software lets you structure all of that, aggregate it together, and then you could make a determination in terms of how much staff should actually work there that day. Okay, that's an easy, simple example that I feel like is more relatable, because when we think of Palantir, it's so freaking confusing sometimes because they do this in a lot. You know, UPS Logistics, FedEx, whatever, obviously. Targeting for criminals. You know, now the whole fear is that we've got this massive database potentially on Americans where if you close an LLC over in California and you want to go open one in Florida, that Palantir lets every government agency go, well, you did this over there because all of the strings are attached. Your DMV records, your LLC records, your corporation records, your tax return records, your medical history. You want to become a real estate agent? Oh, but you have this on your medical history? Boom, they know about it. You want to, become a pilot or whatever. You want any kind of government license. They know everything about everything you've ever done. That's what people are concerned about. Okay, so now let's skip past their explanation, because their explanation, calling Palantir an Excel spreadsheet, is like trying to explain it to a 5-year-old. All right, we got this out of the way. Let's go a little bit more.
Well,
let's just get into this.
Hey, get the LAPD, get the Sheriff's Department, get the Highway Patrol, who's been pulled over, and who registered and who is catch and release at the border.
We already know that law enforcement uses this, okay? That was what the first platform they had. Gotham versus Foundry. We got it. Okay, what else?
2003.
Oh my gosh, they're still talking about what it is.
Who tried to screw us.
What the?
Jon Stewart talking about Alex Carr.
Go for it.
The most effective way for social change is humiliate your enemy and make them poorer.
I don't think in win-lose. I think in domination. I love the idea of getting a drone and having light fentanyl-laced urine spraying on analysts who tried to screw us.
What the?
People have told Karp to shut the F up with these sort of analogies before, because he's a little out there. But it's actually why people love him.
Well, let's not judge a book by its insides.
Pretty good.
That's hilarious.
All right, let's go.
A lot of people are siding with him and supporting this next move. So here's the concern, okay?
Okay,
of the
finally.
next phase we're about to go through. Oh my God. This next
8
phase
minutes
we're
in,
about
boys.
to go through. Can you do me a favor? Let's play a game.
Video starts at 8:08.
Rob, can you go back to 20 years ago? Elon Musk's net worth 20 years ago versus today.
Oh, come on. Hey, we know it's a rocket ship, but talk about Palantir, you fart.
400 billion-ish.
Can you put
Kanye would
500 million?
Jeez, they got to use Grok to do it.
Trillion
and the
and a
robots
half.
are going to be how much?
Trillion and a half.
What are you
in
talking?
20 years?
It's going to be $1.5 trillion in 2 years.
2 years?
And I think he's going to be $1.5 trillion in 24 to 36 months. What do you think he's going to be worth in 20 years? I want you to actually guess, Tom.
Oh my gosh, what does this have to do with your title? The title says, will Trump's Palantir partnership be used to spy on Americans? When are you going to talk about it? Here we are talking about, it's a spreadsheet. Here's Jon Stewart. What's Elon Musk's net worth?
Yes, by
Then
2045.
the G20 countries?
Guys, hear me
One
out.
person?
Oh my gosh. Oh, ad. Bro, are you kidding me?
Future look there. So, and
What? This was a trash video. What? Then it's just a 4-minute ad at the end? Spy. The word spy doesn't even show up in their transcript. Once. Not once does the word spy show up in their transcript. Oh, come on. I got clickbaited hard. Like, at least talk about the title in the video. Okay? So that way at least I could see why you got the inspiration for the title. There's not even a single mention of the word spy. Trash. Pissed.